I'm Alice Miceli. I'm from Rio, Brazil, and I arrived here in July and be here until the end of September. I work in general in film, video, and photography. Most of the work that I do is always ends up, although I don't really plan it away, ends up being based on photography. And then whether these the images I work with, either the images I'm going to work with or the images I'm going to produce, whether they're going to be analog or digital, it's project oriented. So it depends on what is at stake and what it's actually being articulated in a given project in relationship to that work's specific problem. And I'm trying to find different sites, each one of them with different spatial configurations, where I was able to explore and play around with these elements. It is documentary. Of course, it's not traditionally documentary in the sense that that we would see either in photojournalistic images, that hopefully not, or in traditional documentary film. But the frame, the limits of what I've done in those places, it's documentary because they are really about a place. So Chernobyl, I did spend 8 months in a lab in Brazil. It was a radiation institute, and I got to work with physicists that very kindly agreed to basically help me out, to work with me. And so in the lab, I was granted actual access to radioactive sources in miniature, so they're all small size, but then that allowed me to play around with this kind of material, which of course is super dangerous and controlled. And something that was really exciting in the labs that not only I had access to radioactive sources, I could actually experiment with the exact element which is the most present in the Chernobyl contamination nowadays, which is cesium-137. So I had actual access to that source. The previous work that I done in Chernobyl, we had to be analog because what was at play in that situation was trying to see an energy and try to an attempt to understand what it could look like and what kind of analog marks that energy would be able to live somewhere. What was at stake in Chernobyl in relationship to that landscape being impenetrable was in relationship to the nature of the visual itself, which in the environment is completely pervasive but never really revealed. So it made sense for that work that images had to be created from scratch and analogically. But other kinds of landscape ask different questions. And for the work that I've been doing here, which is in preparation to go explore landmine field sites, hopefully in Angola or maybe in Cambodia, but I'm not sure yet, or interest me in that sense, which I think for me is an exciting development in relationship to the other work, is that it is also impenetrable, but that impenetrability is not of the visual itself. So in a sense, photography that's made with light, photography can see it.